While I was in college, I nannied for a few families, and photography has always been a passion of mine. So I would always take pictures of the kids that I nannied, and it just kind of developed from there. People asked me to take pictures of their kids, and then eventually I just turned it into a business. Everything I ever wanted growing up was to have a family. I wanted the house, the kid, the dog. I just love being able to freeze a moment in time and capturing kids and families in the moment and giving them those memories that otherwise are gone. Growing up, we had the traditional family of mom and dad, brother and sister. Things were pretty normal until probably 6th grade. Then my parents got divorced, and in Zeeland, Michigan, that didn't happen. My mom, growing up, was just what you would expect for a mom. She was there for us when we needed her. But once my parents got divorced, I was always closer with my dad, which I think was probably hard for my mom. I really regret that, especially through the teenage years, that I wasn't closer with her. I try to forgive myself for it, but it's tough, especially now that she's gone. I think of a lot of the wasted years and a lot of the wasted time. So in the spring of 2014, when I was 8.5 months pregnant, my mom was diagnosed with stage 3 ovarian cancer. Just a few weeks before I had my first son, she had surgery and did chemo from May of 2014 to October of 2014. Her cancer was due to a mutated gene called the BRCA1 gene. Everyone carries the gene. It's actually a tumor suppressor. For myself and my mom, that gene is mutated, so it doesn't do its job. With that comes an elevated risk of breast cancer up to 85%. Ovarian is around 40 to 45%. The recommendation, if you are a carrier of this gene, is to remove your ovaries and to have a prophylactic double mastectomy. Time passed, and she was having issues with her system. She went in for surgery, and they discovered the cancer had taken over all of her organs. There was no option for removal or fighting it at that point. It was to just make her feel comfortable. We met with hospice and told them our goal was to have her make it to my son's first birthday. They told us they weren't sure if she would make it through the night. We had a little birthday party for him in her room. He ended up falling asleep, and we laid him next to her. I don't really remember how long he napped, but I remember feeling at peace. When I found out I was a carrier of the BRCA gene, it was really unexpected to me. A lot of it was just shock. They tell people to be proactive. The doctors are telling you to have a double mastectomy to remove your ovaries, and that if we wanted to have more children, then it needed to happen sooner rather than later.
Janelle has gone through plenty of hard times, and I credit her a ton for being brave, and I respect the hell out of her for that.
Alex is patient. He's kind. He's my voice of reason.
I don't know what I would do without Janelle. She is irreplaceable.
I have to decide if I have another child, whether to nurse that child or to move forward with the surgery. I almost felt like I was being irresponsible. But at the same time, I knew that our family wasn't complete, and I knew that I wanted to have another baby. And I knew that I wanted to nurse that baby. On a whim, I decided to take a pregnancy test, and it was positive. So that was a really good day. You ready to make some pancakes? Yeah.
Janelle is a great mother.
Hey, remember, we have to wait till we see bubbles.
A good mother for your children is the best thing you can ask for in life.
So making the actual decision to have the surgery was easy. There was no question that I was going to do it. My biggest thing was that I just wanted to be able to nurse my second son for a year. Throughout the whole process, I just go back to my mom and think about all that she went through. She did it so fearlessly. I was doing this for her because she didn't get the chance. When you remove all the breast tissue and put in an implant, things don't look right. There's a lot of sagging, there's a lot of rippling because you don't have the fatty tissue to cover that implant. So that's where the fat grafting comes in. They essentially do liposuction. They take your fat, somehow clean it, and they inject it into your breasts. So So when you go home, they give you this recovery bra, which is a terrible bra, and they tell you not to wear it for too long because it has gatherings, it has spots where it's gathered, and they tell you that it can leave imprints. So they tell you to only wear it for a couple days. So then you're left to find a bra that fits. I don't even know what to call them. They're not even breasts at that point. They're so weird. And I went through numerous bras. I don't know how much money I spent trying to find a bra that, if I could get it on comfortably, it didn't support anything. Not having breast tissue and having the implants, they're so heavy. When I ran, they were all over the place and they hurt. I found Shefit through my plastic surgeon's office. It was life-changing for me. So they brought out what was then called the lounge bra, put it on, and I did not take it off. I left the office with the bra on. It was awesome. It was comfortable. It was supportive. It didn't hurt. I still had a lot of incision spots that were sensitive. It was awesome. To be able to get it on, to adjust it, to not have it hurt, to have it support, it was everything. And I get emotional about it because it was a really big deal. It really was. I really don't think that I could be running right now without it. I have a sense of relief in knowing that I beat breast cancer before it could ever beat me. I still have not removed my ovaries. There's still a fear in removing them. There's a lot of things that come down the line once you remove them. You have to do hormone replacement therapy. At this stage in my life, screening is easier than going through early menopause and dealing with the whole new set of issues coming from having to remove my ovaries.
I see Janelle and I in 20 years, retired, hiking, being adventurous, looking at different vacations to take.
What makes me happy is seeing my family happy, seeing them thrive.
Theo, are you living your best life?
Seeing their smiles on their faces, hearing their laughs. Especially since I lost my mom, I realized how important the little things are. that they all add up and they matter. It's just kind of surreal to see your childhood dreams come to life and be your life. I'm Janelle, and this is my sisterhood story.